Assalamualaikum and hello friends. Today, me and my group members will present about an important topic titled Leadership and Management in Schools. First of all, my group members consist of 4 people, which is me, Asmiera binti Fauzi. The picture number 2 is Siti Shafiqah Muhammad Nasir, then Guat Rin binti Guat Nong, and last but not least is Nurul Atiah binti Salah Pikri. I know all of you may be familiar with the title leadership and the title management itself, but have you ever wondered what this word really means? How to be a better leader and how to have a good managerial job? If you ponder to know that, stay with us until the end because in this video we will talk in details about it. Okay, without wasting our time, let's go straight to our main point about what is leadership and management. The meaning of leadership is the action of leading a group towards common goal. For example, in the school, the principal is considered as the leader and will bring a lot of changes to the school itself so that the school succeeds as well as the students' performance will increase. The leader's job needs them to think what steps are needed to be in line with their expectation and will pass his idea to their management. The leader needs to be knowledgeable to make sure they will lead their management well and meeting their goals at the end. Well, people, what is management is about and how it is different with leadership? Let's understand it first. Well, management is a process of dealing with or controlling people or things. In other words, management helps the leader in solving the issue or problem that the way school face, like classroom instruction and students' achievement. Management also provides systems to smooth day-to-day running of the school. Management will provide everything to the school benefit following with the leader instructions. But looking at the job requirement, many of us confused about leader and manager. But for sure, not all the managers can be leaders, but all the leaders can be manager. The other example is looking at the school as an organization. According to the system, the principal will be a great person to become a leader and the chief of administrator of that school. Teachers, parents, alumni, and community members can serve as managers in the management community and participate in decision-making of the school as well as help the school growth and success. Leadership and management, both of them are in the items that are essential elements of organization to achieve tons of achievement, and it also need to complement each other towards making success. To give all of you a better understanding and idea of this topic, let's take a look at the difference between leadership and management in details. A leader is different because the fact is not everyone can become a good leader. Many can become a leader, but a good leadership forms from people who is born naturally to be a leader or have inspiration to be a leader. Experience a leader role, and a leader is someone that requires a skill set of a good leader. A leader must have a good responsibility attitude as well as high in personality appearance to charm people around them. Leadership means that the leader can lead their management and show them a direction to the common goals. Leaders also need to have forward-thinking skills to predict what will happen and to produce new changes in an organization to make the organization always grow and succeed in future. Leadership skills include to make people be motivated as well as bring a good influence towards people. In fact, I would like to inform that leaders do not necessarily an authority position. They might be not in important position. In fact, they can be anyone, even a regular teacher also can be a leader as well as they are good enough and trustworthy. Let's move to the management and what makes management difference between the leadership. As I said above, a management is the process of dealing with or controlling people or things. In the school organization, they will do an administrative job like planning, organizing, controlling, directing, as well as they also help leaders in solving problems. This is very important thing to a management to determine success of an organization. The management, in other hands, difference between a leadership because they do not need to use their brain or their mind. They only follow their duties and instructions that being given as well as finishing job according to the dictate of the leader. If you want to be a successful and well-known leader, you need to have a good leadership criteria. Let's understand a little bit about criteria that you need to become a good leader. First thing first, you need to have a strong vibe and always be confident in meeting people. In doing that, it will show your power and credibility to inspire people more. Next, you need to be a visionary leader. Leaders who have visionary considered as excellent leaders because they can think and plan the future with original ideas. Then, a leader also needs to be a dedicated and show a good example to charm others. Provide support in school organization also the main job as a leader. They need to be creative and innovative in order to make things right as well as having a good decision making to settle down the problems. A good leader must ensure that they have well control of their emotion status that does not act according to their feelings alone and need to consider a lot of things in first place. Having an excellent communication skills is a bonus to a leader combined with a good attitude. This thing will make the leader direct in achieving their goals. R. Duncan, who is U.S. Secretary of Education, once said, "There are no good schools without good principals. It just doesn't exist. And where you have good principles, great teachers come and they stay. They work hard and they grow." In simple words, having a good leader with the establishment of great management will make them work well and it determines the excellency of the organization. Now, we take a look at how leaders can make change to people. Leaders need to apply the following approach to lead people better. It contains 5 approaches, which are strategic approach, human assets approach, expertise approach, unbossed approach, as well as change approach. Let's understand these terms mean one by one. Number 1, strategic approach is an approach which contains the strategy that leaders need to work with. Leaders need to make sure that they are in the right track in their planning or the things that need to be done. They will plan, they will strategize according to the particular task. Human asset approach is number 2. It's the people or employee of the organization. And a leader need to be believe and focus on their people because leaders believe that without their management people, so the organization cannot grow well. Number 3, expertise approach. A leader need to have expertise in their area and make sure that knowledge and skills be used properly. Also need to make sure that he is always be expert in the area to promote it to their people. Number 4, unbossed approach. A leader need to think out of the box. What I mean is leaders are not always follow the same way doing particular tasks as well as they always improve to another way to change better. Number 5, change approach. A leader who have this approach is not a fixated leader. They are flexible and adaptable towards people. This leader also have an open-minded mind and they will always wanted to change to the something new and better to make the organization success well. A quote from John C. Maxwell said, "A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way." In other words, the successful organization like excellent school is led by an excellent leader that show their goals and together with the school management to achieve the goals. Next, I will pass to Guat Rin to continue with her important point in leadership and management in school.
Thank you to Asmiera with her excellent detail and hope all of you have a basic concept of the topic. My name is Guat Rin and now we move to the important topic which is types of leadership. Here I state 3 types of leadership which are instructional leadership, transactional leadership and transformational leadership. First of all is instructional leadership. Instructional leadership is generally defined as the management of curriculum and instruction by a school principal. According to the Voice 1984, instructional leadership is action that school leader takes or delegates to others to promote growth in student learning. Instructional leadership skills are the trait posed by effective educational leaders to inspire action and optimism. These leaders set an example for others by treating people fairly and making an impression with their honesty and integrity. Effective leaders are supportive of those around them and provide inspiration to achieve individual and collective goals. They use their excellent communication skill to gather feedback, ask for idea, and make informed decision regarding the process of the educational institution they run. Based on LECTURER'S 2002, the principal must possess certain skills to carry out the tasks of an instructional leader, such as interpersonal skill, planning skill, instructional observation skill, and research and evaluation skills. Here are 4 skills that needed by instructional leader. First is interpersonal skill. Interpersonal skill is such as maintain trust, spur motivation, give empowerment, and enhance collegiality. Relationships are built on trust, and tasks are accomplished through motivation and empowerment, wherein teachers are involved in planning, designing, and evaluating instructional programs. Collegiality promotes sharing, cooperation, and collaboration, in which both the principal and teacher talk about teaching and learning. The second is planning skill. Planning begins with clear identification of goals or vision to work toward, as well as to induce commitment and enthusiasm. The next step is to assess what change need to occur and which may be accomplished by asking the people involved, reading documents, and observing what is going on within a school. The third one is instructional observation skill. The aim of instructional observation is to provide teacher with feedback to consider and reflect upon. Not only can effective instructional leader help guide classroom instruction through supervision, they can also play a primary role in bettering it. The last one is research and evaluation skills are needed to critically question the success of instructional program, and one of the most useful of this skill is action research. Through research and program evaluation, effective instructional leader can be armed with a plethora of information to make informed decisions about increasing learning at their school. Next is transactional leadership. Transactional leadership is also known as managerial leadership. Transactional leadership involves motivating and directing followers primarily through appealing to their own self-interest. These types of leadership is focused on the basic management process of controlling, organizing, and short-term planning. This type of leadership is effective in crisis and emergency situations, as well as for projects that need to be carried out in a specific way. The power of transactional leaders comes from their formal authority and responsibility in the organization. The main goal of the follower is to obey the instruction of the leader. The leader believes in motivating through a system of reward and punishment. If a subordinate does what it is desired, a reward will follow. And if he does not go as per the wishes of the leader, a punishment will follow. Here, the exchange between leader and follower takes place to achieve routine performance goals. The first one is contingent reward. Transactional leader link the goal to reward, clarify expectation, provide necessary resources, set mutual agreement upon goals, and provide various kinds of reward for successful performance. Next is active management by exception. Transactional leaders actively monitor the work of their subordinates, watch for deviation from rules and standards, and taking corrective action to prevent mistakes. The third one is passive management by exception. Transactional leaders intervene only when standards are not met or when the performance is not as per the expectation. They may even use punishment as a response to unacceptable performance. The last one is laissez-faire. The leader provides an environment where the subordinate get many opportunities to make decisions, but at the end, the leader himself abdicates responsibility and avoid making decisions, and therefore the group often lack direction. This leadership style do not make an effort to enhance follower creativity and generation of new ideas. The transactional leader tend to be highly directive and action-oriented, and their relationship with the followers tend to be transitory and not based on emotional bond. The only transaction between the leader and the follower is the money which the follower receives for their compliance and effort. Last type of leadership is transformational leadership. Transformational leadership is a style of leadership in which leaders encourage, inspire, and motivate employees to create change that overall help to grow and shape the future success of a company. This style trains staff members to take authority over decisions within their assigned job. This leadership style allows employees to be more creative, plan for future success, and discover new solutions for problems that arise within their duty. According to Bernard M. Best, 1980, he noted that the transformational leader model inspires followers to reach a higher level on the consciousness toward the company's goal, rise above their self-interest for the organization, and approach a higher level of needs. Best suggests that transformational leadership involves 4 different elements, known as the 4 I's. The first I is intellectual stimulation. Transformational leaders not only challenge the status quo, they also encourage creativity among followers. The leader encourage followers to explore new ways of doing things and new opportunities to learn. The second I is individualized consideration. Transformational leadership also involves offering support and encouragement to individual followers. In order to foster supportive relationships, transformational leaders keep lines of communication open so that followers feel free to share their ideas and so that leaders can offer direct recognition of the unique contribution of each follower. The third I is inspirational motivation. Transformational leaders have a clear vision that they are able to articulate to followers. These leaders are also able to help followers experience the same passion and motivation to fulfill these goals. And the last I is idealized influence. The transformational leaders serve as a role model for followers. Because followers trust and respect the leader, they emulate this individual and internalize his or her ideals. As a conclusion for my subtopic, leadership is both a research area and a practical skill encompassing the ability of an individual, group, or organization to lead, influence, or guide other individual, team, or entire organization. Whatever the type of the leadership are, it is depend on the goal situation and what approach you want to take. That's all from me. Thank you. Siti Nur Shafiqah will continue with another interesting topic.
Okay. Hello and Assalamualaikum. I'm Shafiqah and now I will talk about the issue of challenge that faced by the novice teachers. We often hear the complaints and sometimes so they post and share in any social media platforms about their problem and issue in the new school. Before we proceed to the issue, let us know about what is novice and novice teachers. First, novice. What is it? Did you get familiar with the word novice? No, the one that you always call your friends. Hey, noob. That word is for bahasa pasar. Remember that? Now, back to word novice. Novice is a person new to and inexperienced in a job or situation. So, novice teacher? Novice teacher are in their first year of teaching with little or no prior teaching experience. No experience, all is new. Okay, every novice teacher will be assigned a mentor to guide them. And even the new lecturer have a mentor to write. And novice will meet weekly with their mentor regarding lesson plan, management, instruction, and so on. They schedule their teaching for their mentor to observe and give confidential feedback for them. Okay, let's move on. Okay, not so fast, don't rush. Before that, let us take a look at the difference between a novice teacher and an expert teacher. Okay, first, in terms of planning, expert teacher constantly connect curriculum with their goals. Okay, novice tended to focus on short-term planning, while the expert were found to plan a long-term and more cognizant of the relationship between daily objective and the overall curriculum. And for the novice teacher, they just want to focus more for their upcoming class. They're just like, oh, I need to make sure that my student understand what I'm going to teach today. They just focus for that one day class. Second, expert teacher teach with their gut and trust their teacher voice. Hey you, and you. Novice were found to mentally script each section of their lesson. Okay, I know you understand what I mean here, right? Okay, stop pretending that you never do a script for your upcoming class when you practical. Even in your presentation, you do a script. That's right. And for example, a night before you go to school or your class, you already wrote a whole script for the tomorrow class. You like, I'm going to say this and that. If the student asks me this, I'm going to say that. Okay, that's it. And whereas the expert teacher plan more strategies and teach a specific skill and to implement their lesson largely unrehearsed prior to the instructional period. They just talk what they want to talk. They just teach what they want to teach. Okay, that's for the expert teacher. Okay, next one. Expert teacher have eyes in the back of their head. Okay, for this one, novice teacher tend to focus their attention to only one area of the classroom. I don't know, they might think they will forget the script about what they want to say. Expert teacher, they are capable of scanning an entire room simultaneously to better understand how classroom events are unfolding. You still remember when you guys were still in school? You must be familiar with this. Your friends playing at the back of the class, and suddenly the teacher will, hey, both of you, what are you guys doing back there? Without looking at them. And the entire class be like, how did she know? They didn't see it. Right. So, and for the last one, novice teacher have not yet mastered their management technique. Novice teacher tends to unaware or in some instances ignore classroom disruption, while the expert are more likely to identify and subsequently solve management problems in the classroom using external control. For example, change sitting assignment. So, here we are. We are now entering the issue and challenge that faced by the novice teacher. Okay, it was found that the novice teacher faced various challenges in teaching planning and implementation, classroom management, relation with society, and adaptation to the physical environment, relation with colleagues, administrators, parents, and mentor teachers, and the lack of physical infrastructure of the school in the first year of the profession. And so, this is the three main issues by the novice teacher, or we call it the three main challenges that faced by them. First, struggling with classroom management. This is the biggest challenge that surfaced for them. A 2004 public agenda survey stated that 85% teachers believe new teachers are particularly unprepared for dealing with behavior problems in their classroom. Sometimes that one student will give significant impact on the teaching interaction with the remainder of the class. They struggle to adapt their student, no? So, when talking about this challenge, I remember one of my friends, when she practical, plus one student, what can I say? It's not problematic student, but she just unbehaved, and because of that one student, she marked the whole class. She didn't like the class. This is when she was in the practical. So remember that every new novice teacher are struggling with classroom management for their first year. Okay, for the second one, burdened by curricular freedom. Another concern that new teachers commonly raise is a lack of guidance and resources for lesson and unique planning even they have a mentor. Although such curricular freedom may be welcomed by expert teachers, it appears to be a burden for new teachers who have not yet developed a robust repertoire of lesson ideas or knowledge of what will work in their classroom. Novice teachers struggling, just trying to come up with enough curriculum and spending about 10 to 12 hours a day juggling lesson planning and other stuff. So for the last one, sinking in a supportive environment. The same or swim nature of many first-year teachers' experiences frequently surfaces as another significant challenge. New teachers often report difficult interaction with their colleagues, ranging from benign neglect of administrators to lack of cooperation or even hostility from veteran, or we call it expert teachers. Some of the teachers that being a mentor, they just want the position or title mentor, but didn't be supportive for the novice teacher. Okay guys, that's it. That's all from me. Thank you for listening to my blabber. And I will pass to our last presenter, Nurul Atiah. Let's go.
Hi, my name is Nurul binti Salah Pikri, and now we will move to the school management issues. Making decisions strategical. The school administration is the center of managing and controlling a school body and its activities. Hence, school administrators are responsible personalities to overlook the discipline, making the schedule, managing academic staff, and many more. So, it all falls on management's shoulder to make sure the strategic decision is taken not just for today's success, but to survive the competition in the long run while meeting the expectations of students, parents, funders, and donors. Recruitment of academic staff. Recruiting capable and qualified teachers to teach to the whole population of students is also another highlighted issue faced by the school management. Unlike in the past, the new technology helps to track down the most competent teachers out of the whole pool of application. But still, the competition in the field of education makes it difficult to have a healthy recruiting process. Next, the third issue is the discipline of the student. The modern day students are raised in the completely different from the world administrators grew up in. So, it's important that the school management together with the teachers try to understand where modern students are coming from in each situation. For example, their updated games, food, outfit trend, social media, gadgets, and many more. Not only that, listening in the involvement of parents is one of the school management issues. Most of the parents do not have enough time to pay attention to their children's education life due to their busy life schedules providing for the family. This has become a major issue that school managements are facing. In addition, high costs in maintenance and operation.
Maintaining a school or an education center is a huge challenge today to many administrators, especially with the high cost of maintenance and the cost need to be undertaken when adopting new trends, which can be extremely expensive. Next, we move to the technology. Technology plays a huge role in all the latest trends in modern society, and the field of education is no exception. But technology is not many school administration or management strong suit, and this has made it a real challenge for them to identify what and when they should adopt technology to improve performance in school. And last but not least is designing the 21st century curriculum. Another challenge faced by the school management is recreating the school curriculum to suit to prepare students for their life and work in the 21st century by using a technology, new method of teaching and learning, and also how to manage the classroom to build up their self-esteem, confidence. So how to handle those problems in school management? After we identify the problem, we can make it improvement to make it better than before. Firstly, communication and technology. School management needs to find a communication system or skills that makes it easy to communicate on every step toward the task of improving the education experience for students and everyone involved. The good communication is delivering information is such as by controlling the emotions, behavior, languages. Simple and precise are the best way to communicate each other, not only the school management but also teachers, parents, and students. While adding more technology devices in school, such as computer, LCD, internet, in teaching and learning can help improve student skills and knowledge. Not only that, by update the management online system is make more easier than in paper method. Fees payment, course registration, employee forms, teacher reports, parents' feedback, and other important process can now be conducted and complete in just one or a few clicks. Technology helps communication become more easier, accurate, and smooth. The second one is staff educate. Here, it can describe that the management can give their staff opportunity to learn something new by attending some courses that held by private or management sector. From that, it helped them self-educate in gaining a new skill and experience to be better in managing and solving the issues in the school. Next is monitoring students. Monitoring students means the school management not only monitor their academic performance, but also students' discipline, co-curricular involvement, behavior, and their achievement in every program in the school. Regularly check in the students, ask how they are doing and what support they may need. The last one is managing classroom. Encourage student-led activities. Students feel more invested in their learning in given opportunity to share their interests. Teacher or school management can step aside, be supportive and listening. Effective classroom management starts with a relationship building. When the students feel a greater sense of belonging, they are more likely to be academically engaged and demonstrate positive behavior. So, the conclusion that we can make is where the leadership and management in school system plays a main role. Practicing a management and leadership qualities gives a good result in processing to achieve the goal. It are directly related to the development as a peer positive change to move forward an internal development of human system. So then, it must necessarily be planned, organized, controlled, and led. To grow, all parties need to use some experience, skills, and their knowledge, but change occurs when make a transformational changes by changing something completely. That's all from us. Thank you for listening and watching our presentation. Let's together move forward to change the world.